Welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean Collins, and helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So it's that time again. It's going to be the monthly Tarotscope readings for the month of August 2021. And remember, the reason I use the North Node as opposed to your sun, moon, or ascendant sign is because it's much more relevant to your actual soul path, your life path, and I find it much more accurate. Also, remember, if you'd like a personal reading, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you came upon this video and you don't know what your North Node is or what the whole North Node thing is about, there's going to be some links also in the description box. So thanks for watching. Let's get started. Okay, so this is going to be your monthly tarot reading for everybody with their North Node in Libra and or the 7th house. So I'm going to connect to the energies and we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, so the spread on this side of the table is for everything from, represents the 1st to the 15th of the month. And then this reading over here, the spread is from the 16th of the month to the end. Okay, so the overall theme that I'm seeing for this month is overall, it's about being calm and cool-headed and keeping your perspective calm, cool, collected, and like almost like keeping a fiery energy or an impulsive energy, I should say. Okay, and the first half of the month, like a lot of you are going to be dealing with different things in different ways, but the energy is, it has to do with the first half of the month of dealing with your future, your connection to family and your future family. Some of you are going to be dealing with like work situations, okay? And then others, this energy is going to play out in a romantic way. It's going to be in a romantic or significant other relationship. But the overall energy is, what it's saying is, it's telling you that whatever you're going to be dealing with, to deal with it in a calm manner. Use like logic and not impulse, but like before you act, before you speak, kind of think and calculate. There is, I'm seeing for some of you, there could be like some disagreements on an emotional level. And as I said, some of you are going to be dealing with this in a work situation where it's something that it could, trigger you into something. Others, as I said, it's going to be in your romantic or significant other, relationship. Also, some of you, it's going to be like friends or family. And what this is really saying is, this is kind of setting you up for the next several years of how it is you want your life to go? What is it that you want to experience? Do you want to experience like more love and connection and closeness? Do you want, like more success? And so the way you're going to do that is tempering your natural superpower of fiery energy of action and tempering it with, cold hard steel of the mind, of the intellect, and of not being reactionary or like overly emotional. And the wild thing is that with your superpower of, you have this amazing, Mars, energy with your South Node in Aries, in the first house. And this, when you combine that and you temper it with logic and reason and being able to control, impulses, it's like super, super powerful. It's like when you look at any sort of an energy source almost, okay, it's like what they're doing is, like you look at any sort of energy, like even a gas combustion engine all the way up to a nuclear reactor. The processes within that, what makes the energy useful is it's being controlled and measured. It's not like it's like it's got the power of over a lightning strike, but it's not like chaotic. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like that's what this energy is. When you take your superpower, as opposed to just like being, bombs going off or like lightning striking randomly, which is like super powerful, okay, but it's chaotic, as opposed to, a nuclear reactor or, any sort of, when you generate in energy source and it's controlled and then it's like usable and it can drive you forward in life as opposed to like causing like damage. And so that's what this is here to teach you for this first half of the month. Okay, so in whatever arena you're going to be facing this, just remember, think before you act, plan out, what you want to say and which direction you want to go to. Don't let your impulsive emotional reactions, get the best of you. And that's what this is. You're learning to harness that super power that you have and use it to help yourself, help others. And that's what this is about. It's about, like harnessing that. And I feel like for the second half of the month, what's going to end up is a lot of you are going to have these breakthroughs where, you see like the magician, okay? The magician controls all the elements, earth, air, fire, and water. And like an alchemist is able to control them and use them and make them usable. And it's like, any of those elements can be chaotic, but when you take any of those, like the wind can be super destructive. When you harness the power of it, energy. Fire, it can be super chaotic. When you can harness it and control it, it brings warmth, it cooks food, okay? You know this, okay? Water, the same thing. Water can be like, tidal waves or typhoons, tsunamis, okay? But also water can, it waters, it cleanses, it nurtures, the earth and the crops and all that, okay? And then I don't want to, forget earth, okay? So, earth, earthquakes, boulders, any sort of it could be earth energy would be fire, would be volcano, but also earth in there too. But anyway, just, crazy, amazing power there. So that is all like usable energies. And I think that that's what, this second half of the month, a lot of you are going to realize, wow, okay, I don't have to get rid of this fiery energy that's in me, that's a superpower. But if I it's like I'm going to build a, either like an electrical complex around it, or like a nuclear station where I'm going to be able to control it, and it's going to be usable energy for myself and for my life. Okay. That's what, this is kind of saying, is like, tempering that. Now, the other thing that's going to play out, this month, is there could be some of you that are dealing with, I'm seeing like a little bit of depression and anxiety, and it's because of the way things have played out the last several months. What I'm saying is, if things are not as bad as you might like feel they are, if any of you are going through that and you're feeling like, a little bit down, or dealing with any sort of like depression, the actual situation in your life, it seems like it's not working, but it really is. And what that could cause a lot of you to do is, it could cause a lot of you to kind of close down or close ranks. So when you're feeling like this and you're feeling a little vulnerable, the second half of the month, instead of closing down, just try to stay open and try to tap into that emotional side of yourself. And because that is also, the things you're developing in this lifetime is your emotional side. When you put emotions with logic, you get emotional intelligence. Okay, so being able to recognize, things in your life for like what they are and what value, because you have a lot of valuable things in your life. And so I'm seeing like there's some of you that could be going through where you haven't taken stock lately of what you actually have. Like, you might have enjoy like, good health, and you might have a good support team around you. Okay. But that's a select few of you. For the vast majority of you, you're going to really feel like, okay, I can like use these superpowers that I have and really help to propel myself and channel that into, it can be channeled into creativity. It can be channeled into energy to like do the things you want to do. Okay. But remember that. So the key for this month is, temper those impulses, temper that fire within, build that reactor, building, or that, electrical, building around you. If so, you have this usable energy. Okay. So you want to like create a power station, really. Okay. So you're creating this power station around, and you're using that energy. And when you feel the impulse to, excuse me, like shoot off a lightning bolt or this and that, remember, okay, take it back a step, excuse me, and, look at what is the intelligent use of this energy that I have here. And you're going to find that when you do that, when you start to kind of control that energy that just naturally comes out from you, and you're able to use it in better ways and more controlled, you're going to find huge benefit in your life. So anyway, I hope this reading resonated with you. Thank you for spending some time, for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and helping me grow the channel. Much love, much appreciation, and we'll see you soon on some more videos. Many blessings.